Sing it loud. Mariaco Rapidi was good. Because of my people, we good to this hell. East Coast flame on a cold night. Yankees kept till it in park light. Jets on the screen at the corner bodega. Giants on Sunday yelling through the player. Swahili on my tongue when I pray. Spanish in the air all day. Truck bombs at the all same sky. I left town with the stage in my mind. Subway roar in my heartbeat. Dollar slice grease on my white teeth. Stories on the stoop to the moon phase. Every block name rings in my veins. From Yonkers up north to the last stop. Just got a line sharp like a jaw drop. I chase dreams on a different shore, but I still hit Avenue Roar. Abariaco Rafiki, I'm calling back home. Que pasa, mi gente? I'm never alone. Let's walk to the block from Club City Lights for the last tour. Yo, shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Good morning, not worth it. What's up? What's up? How you doing? Yo, not worth it. It's been a long weekend, yo, on these YouTube streets. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about when I say it's been a long weekend. Yo, shout out. Yeah, I'm not gonna be up here very long, but I just wanted to come through on the YouTube streets. It's Monday morning. It's raining outside. It was slow this morning, so you know what that meant. Get back on the bus and get back home. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. I'm back in the house. I'm back in the house. I hate wasting time. I hate going all the way downtown and wasting time coming back on the bus or even walking back. You know what I mean? But today, it's Monday. It's slow. It's raining. So it's supposed to rain for the rest of the day. So I don't know what's going to happen for the rest of the week. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen Wednesday. I can't predict the weather. I cannot predict the weather. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. This is your home girl, Arabia Barbosa 914, which is the county of New York, coming to you with another live video. Yo, shout out to the YouTube streets. Yo, shout out to Wrath. Shout out to Wrath. He's one of my moderators on this channel. He's a loyal moderator, unlike Not Worth It. Not Worth It is not loyal to me. I see that right now because he's not even in the chat. Shout out to the chat. He just came through I guess to holler at me and say good morning. But you know, it is what it is. You can't convince people to do what you want them to do, no matter how much you try to convince them or whatever the case may be. But you know, if you don't support me, you don't support me. And that's one thing I can say. You know, I don't like fake, phony people. I don't like fake phony people. But one thing that Wrath did right on his community wall, because Wrath, whether he wants to accept it or not, he is a content creator. He is a content creator. And he wrote on his community wall, if you was to go to sleep at night and wake up the next day a billionaire, you know what I would do with that type of money? You know what I would do with that type of money? Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. This is your home girl. Arabia Mbabosa. Habari. Zaha Saburi. Karibu ni umbani kewangu. Twendi zetu. Kuja na mimi kula chakula michi baridi. Kuvuta kiti kachini. Kumpumzika. Unakaribishwa hapa kila wakati. Jifu Arahishe, marafiki yangu. Yeah. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Ven aquí conmigo. Ven aquí conmigo. Que lo que mi gente. Ven aquí conmigo. Las comidas están lista para ti. Ven aquí, ven aquí. And if you don't understand what I'm saying to you, lo siento, no es culpa, es mío. Where am I? Estoy donde nada nunca se pasó. Yeah. So I have a question for everyone. If you was to be a billionaire, go to sleep one night, wake up, in your bank account is $1 billion. $1 billion. There's a lot you can do with $1 billion, and you're not gonna spend it all in one day. You're not gonna spend it all in 10 months. You're not gonna spend it all in 3 years. You're not gonna spend it all in 5 years. If you spend in moderation, if you look out for you. Hey, what's up, Lonnie? Good morning, Lonnie. Shout out to you. Yeah. Shout out to you, Lonnie. Yeah, I was in your chat last night when Bishop had hit your link. Yeah, and you asked him the questions you asked him, and he didn't have no straight answers. You know, I find that kind of, not very good. Cause it ain't no way in the world I'm gonna leave from where I'm at, go all the way to Texas, and don't try to help. Just stand around thinking I'm a damn supervisor. Ain't no such thing. When you on a farm and you working that farm work, there is no such thing as little you and big me. There is no such thing. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. So he should have answered you honestly and correctly and with respect. That's what he should have did. But he didn't want to do that. You know, you got some men on this platform, they want a woman to do everything. And in real life, that's really what happens. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. Yeah, it's Monday, Lonnie. It's Monday morning. It's a slow month. It's always slow for me on Mondays. It's always, whether it's rain, whether it's snow, whether the sun is shining. Shout out to the chat. Yeah. So it is what it is, man. Yeah, Bishop traveled all the way from California to Texas. Now he's been chilling. He's been chilling since he's been there. He looked like he's been having a good time. But you're supposed to be, helping out on the farm. You know what I mean? Where and you can't get nowhere with being online all day, every day, unless you're showing exactly what's going on or what you're doing. That's what I believe. Because when I go onto a construction site, I like to show everybody what the fuck I'm doing, where the fuck I'm at, how long it's going to take me, what time I go to lunch, what time I get off for lunch, what time I'm going home. So that's the way, it should be run if you're going to be doing stuff like that, in my opinion. I asked, was he helping on the farm? Yup. I remember that. He sure enough hurry up and got off that damn panel. He dropped himself down. He left. He ran as soon as you started asking him the tough questions. And it really wasn't no tough question. You was asking a simple question. That's the way I believe. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm gonna put it like this: if I was to make a trip like that, ain't no way in the world I'm gonna be just sitting around and online all day, bothering Armando Black, bothering Moonlight, bothering you, bothering anybody. If I'm all the way in Texas and I'm supposed to be helping on the farm, I'm not gonna be online bothering anybody. You know what I mean? And he was online tripping with Armando Black for a little bit. He trips. He goes all over the YouTubes and just trips. I don't know what that's about. You know what I mean? We already know you in Texas. You don't have to tell us. You know what I mean? It's just about doing the work now. He wanted to be out there. He wanted to help out. Help out. You know what I mean? Shout out to the chat. Right, Lonnie. Absolutely. Absolutely, Lonnie. You know? I mean, that's what I would do if I was to take a trip. And for me and for us to go to Texas, that's if you drive, that's a 3-day drive. The trip is shorter if you take, I would say, if you take an airplane. I wouldn't even suggest nobody get on no bus. I wouldn't suggest nobody get on no train. Cause some of those trains like to run funny. They got a funny style to them. So I would take a plane. That's what I would do. In that case. Shout out to the chat. I remember years ago when I left and went to Job Corps. You know what I mean? That was a trip in itself. And I took the airplane. You know why? Because Job Corps paid for it. Yeah, that's right, Lonnie. Get on a plane. She said he needs to set the example. Absolutely right. Since he was the main mouthpiece, he was the main mouthpiece. You know what I mean? There's a lot of us that donated to the GoFundMe for Farming Nancy. There's a lot of us that donated. And as far as I'm concerned, that's good. That's good. At least we put our money where our mouth was, you know what I mean? But if further action need to happen, when let's say I was to go, I'm not gonna be tripping on the YouTubes, jumping on Armando Black link and talking shit. No, I want to know about the farming stuff. I want to know what kind of seeds they're going to be growing. I want to know what kind of soil they're going to be using. I want to know everything I need to know. So when I do return back to my own residence, let's say I want to start my own shit or my own little garden. You know, I had a sister that used to love the garden years ago. And as she got older, you know what she started doing? Growing marijuana. Shout out to the chat. What's up, Tish? Yeah, what's up, Tish? How you doing? Good morning, good morning. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, it's still early, Arabia. That's right, Lonnie. I think we got them by 3 hours. So if it's 8 o'clock right now, 8:30 over here, it's like 5 o'clock in the morning over there. 5 o'clock in the morning. But I don't mean no harm. When I was living in certain parts of South Carolina and the people were growing like their corn or whatever they was growing corn and they was growing cotton in certain parts of South Carolina. And those people used to get up 5 o'clock in the morning. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. No, only a 1 hour difference for real? Oh, I must be okay. That must be California I'm thinking about. Cause I know Mississippi is behind us an hour. And I know Ohio is behind us an hour. Shout out to the chat, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's raining here too, Tish. Where I'm at. It rained last night. It rained some this morning. That's why, it slowed down the work tickets. And I don't know what it's supposed to do tomorrow. I'm not exactly sure. But I shall soon find out. I shall soon find out. Soon come. You love corn on the cob, Lonnie. So do I. So do I. And they got plenty of Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you, Lonnie. There's plenty of places right here in South Carolina that they actually grow all that shit. They grow corn, they grow cotton, they grow strawberries, string beans, lima beans, okras. Shout out to the chat. Yeah. South Carolina is full of different places that have people that actually grow this stuff. Yeah, man. They serious about it down here. If you go through their shit and take their shit and they find out about it, yeah, they can get you arrested and everything. If they don't kill you first. Cause if you go on some of these people's fields and take their shit and they see you, they get to kill you. They unalive people down here for going on people's property and taking their products that they're growing in the ground. Shout out to the chat. What did Tish say? Oh, they don't? You know what? I haven't been to KFC in such a long time. Kentucky Fried Chicken. I have not been to them in what? A couple of years now. I would say 4 or 5 years now. We got one. It's right there on Rivers Avenue. It's not too far from the Masters Inn. That's one of the flea bag motels they got down here in South Carolina. There's one thing I can say about this part of South Carolina that I live in. They got a lot of flea bag motels down here, and they got a lot of trap houses down here. Yo, shout out to the chat. That's what we called them in New York. Trap houses and crack houses. Shout out to the chat, if that makes sense. Hey, Mrs. V, good morning. How are you? Yeah. So it's basically all topics this morning. You know, people could hit the link if they want to or choose to stay in the chat area. Yeah. My birthday is on Wednesday. I will be 53 years old. And I never thought in my life, when you're in your 20s and your 30s, you're not thinking about, oh, one day I'm going to be 53 years old, or one day I'm going to be 45 years old. You don't think that far ahead. I never thought that far ahead. Shout out to you, Mrs. V. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for mentioning that in the chat. It says, welcome, and please take a moment to hit that like button. And if you would like to bless the host, Arabia Barbosa, my cash app, she dropped my cash app. Oh, thank you, Mrs. V. Yeah. Yeah, man. Tomorrow's the 17th, and my birthday is after St. Patrick's Day. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Yeah. I'll be 53 years old. I'm 2 years short of getting all the discounts that all the senior citizens get. And then a few years down the road, I will be a senior citizen. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. I will not be on YouTube at the age of 60 years old. That might be good for some people. It's not good for me. I will not be on these YouTube streets at the age of 58. I will not be on these YouTube streets at those ages. I think that's too old. Yeah, man. So yeah, it's raining today. I wonder what it does when it rains in Texas. Do they have the same sort of problems other states have? Because I know California has a lot of problems with mudslides and X, Y, and Z. You know, I had a brother. He went out a few years ago when when my nephew he graduated. He was in boot camp, I guess, for the Air Force or whatever branch of the military he's in. And my brother went all the way out there to Texas. And my brother was out there for a couple of days, and I don't think he liked it. He was very happy to leave Texas. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. So we got 3 in the building, and I don't know how many likes. But I discovered a video. on Facebook, and I believe they was talking about certain things that is relevant to what's going on in these YouTube streets. Hold on, let me see if this is it.
When he said, "Trap, please don't take it. My words must not cease. It is time to renew it. The next person that accepts money from this calabash from me becomes my next victim. You are looking so beautiful. I don't mind paying for this beauty."
I'm fine. Thank you so kindly. I cannot take the money.
You have to take this money.
I said I don't want your money.
To eat eat. I'm so hungry.
Enjoy and feel better.
Someone's coming to give you money. It's a trap. Please don't take it. My wealth must not cease. It is time to renew it. The next person that accepts money from this calabash from me becomes my next victim.
In that particular video, I just played the audio. They was telling the story about this dude. He was very rich. He was very rich. He had lots of money, but he had gotten the money from ill ways. Anyway, he had so much money, he had to find different people to give this money to, and the people he gave the money to automatically became victims. They became agents of whatever he was serving. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the chat. And I basically think that particular video is talking about watch the company you keep. And they have so many videos about these different restaurants. Be careful where you eat at. Be careful who you accept gifts from. You know, I just like I told people before, there was a vintage clock that Birdman had given me a few years ago. He gave me this vintage clock. It's a very beautiful clock, very wonderful looking. You know what I mean? I take very good care of it. But one thing I've noticed is that as long as I could see the clock, I was worried about time, this, that, the other thing. And then finally, I just took the clock out of the bedroom and put it in the hallway in the house. I don't even look at it. So shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. Yeah. So yeah, man. That's basically what some of those stories be telling. Be careful who you accept money from, gifts. Be careful. Just be careful, because a lot of things, a lot of people's spirits and energies is attached to certain things. But I don't care about being careful. I want people to hit that Cash App, because Wednesday is my birthday. And I want to accept all the spirits that I can accept. I don't give a damn. I'm old. I should be able to enjoy my life without worrying about, oh shit, there goes spirit is attached. I don't give a damn. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. Yo, this is your home guy. Bambusa. Yeah, man. So I wasn't planning on being up here very long, but you know, I just had to speak those few words. Be careful of the company that you keep. Watch your cipher. Be careful of the things you accept from people. Realize that some of these people got certain energies and spirits attached to them. And when you get involved with whatever they're giving to you, you know, sometimes there's something else that's included with it. Because there was this story I was looking at, you guys, and it was about this dude. He had got married to a nice young lady, and the dude, his mother ended up dying. So what he did, he had the funeral for the mother, he buried the mother, everything. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. And guess what? The mother, or whatever it was, it looked like his mother. It knocked on the door. It came into the house. The son didn't say anything at first. But whatever it was, it kept watching the wife. It kept watching the wife, watching the wife. 2:00 in the morning, the door would open to where the guest bedroom was at, and whatever it was staring at the wife. The wife finally confronted her husband, and the husband told her, "That is not my mother. I don't know who that is. I went somewhere and that spirit followed me. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. Be careful of the places that you go. Oh, Tess, you'll be in South Carolina in April? That's next month. Okay. Which part of South Carolina are you planning on going to? Yeah. Because, South Carolina is a big place. Yo, Tesh, there is even a place not too far from here. Because right now I live right here in Charleston, South Carolina. Not too far from here, Tish, there is a village. It's an African village. And when you enter into that village, it says, you are now leaving South Carolina. Yo, that whole place, I keep hearing about it. People have been telling me to go there for years. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. I believe it was started, that particular village was established by people that came from New York, Cuba, Puerto Rico, and they left from New York and they went to South Carolina and they established it. And it's a Santeria. It's a Santeria village. Oh, Myrtle Beach. Oh, okay. Myrtle Beach has the amusement park down there, south of the border and all this other stuff. I don't know what else they got going on out there, but the last time I've been to Myrtle Beach, I went to south of the border, and that's where we went, and they had pool games, they had video games, they had places where they sold food, stuff like that. Shout out to south of the border. I believe it's located in Myrtle Beach. I've been to Myrtle Beach a few times since I've been here in South Carolina. Not lately, but I've been there. Shout out to the chat. I even did time with women that are from Myrtle Beach. I'll tell my wife about it. My kids love it. Oh, okay. Shout out to you. Yeah. I believe. Now don't quote me. Don't quote. I think south of the border ain't too far from where you going. I want to say that. You know what I mean? For some reason, I just want to say that. South of the border is not too far. It's been so long, Tish. It's been such a long time. It's been years. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, man. So it is what it is. Yeah. They have a village out there, not too far from here. See, I live in Charleston. I've been living in Charleston since 2017. And you know what? I'm going to tell y'all something. And this is my point of view. This is my personal thoughts, my reaction to certain things. Lonnie had went live this morning, right? Lonnie had went live. Ronald Jones had hit the link. Ronald Jones, to me, he's an asshole. He's a butt munch. He's a butt munch. He's an asshole. He's a jerk. He's a payaso. He's a bendejo. He's a vato. He's a he's a macundu. Yo, the man is a butt munch. I don't know why anybody even bothers listening to him, especially when he starts talking about religion. Especially when he starts talking about different faith systems. Because you know what I noticed? And this is what I've been noticing for the last couple of years, especially since I've been in South Carolina. A lot of people that are Christian or so-called practicing Christians, they want you to believe what they believe. I'm from New York. I'm not going to believe what these country bumpkins down here believe in. I'm not going to believe in nothing they believe in. Because the same religion they practice, the same God they pray to, is the same God that the Ku Klux Klan worships and acknowledges. See, I'm not acknowledging a God that don't fucking look like me. And Ronald Jones, he's a fucking asshole. Yeah, that's right, Lonnie. I heard him talking. And you were so patient with him. Lonnie, you were so patient with him. If it was me, as soon as he would have said anything about the Muslims, boop, would have got dropped. Because Ronald is an ignorant son of a bitch. He's ignorant. You can tell by the way he talks, all slow. Yeah, it's me. The algorithm is here. Day one OG. Yo. Yeah, sounds so fucking retarded. Retard. And then he says he don't like people from New York. Well, I'm from New York, Ronald Jones, you asshole, you butt munch motherfucker. I can't stand Ronald Jones sometimes. He get on my damn nerves. Sometimes he talk with common sense and clarity, and other times he's a real butt munch, especially how he feels about fucking women. He should never get on nobody's platform, especially another woman's platform. At all. Hey, what's up, Just Jay? Good morning. Yeah, that's right, Tish. What Tish say? Let me show that on stage. Tish say, Lonnie has a lot of patience. She sure do. The patience that Lonnie has, I don't have. I'd be like, oh shit. Ronald Jones. You know how long I would let him stay on the panel? 2 minutes. And then I would drop his black ass down. Go take your funny arm looking, your funny chicken wing arm somewhere else. Ooh, Lord. He wasn't talking about that day stuff one. Yeah, I know, Lonnie, because when he get around you, he don't talk that way. Unless he try to bully you or try to bulldoze his way onto your panel. And then when he hits the link, he has absolutely nothing to say. He's just up there just to run his fucking mouth. Like he's somebody daddy. Go be a daddy to your children, Ronald Jones. You don't have no children on the YouTubes. Day one OG my ass. Day one OG my I know I say that sometime too, but I don't be coming all to everybody's. I don't go in everybody's chat and I don't try to hit everybody's link or tell them drop the link, drop the algorithm here, the algorithm here. Now what does it look like? I'm going to somebody's channel. Hey, the BT1000 is here. The BT1000 is here. Drop the link. Drop the link. Day one OG. Yeah, day one OG. Soda Nation is in the house. The BT1000 is here. Drop the link. Drop the link. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'd be running out of breath. I'll be right at the steam. By the time I do hit the link, I'm only there for 5 seconds and I'm dropping down. And the way people be paying for Ronald Jones to get put off the links. I be laughing at his ass. That happened to him on Iceberg yesterday. He got dropped for $25. $25. Somebody had dropped Roll Rich for $50. Roll Rich had paid the $50 for him to come back up. Then they came and got Ronald Jones, and they did it for $25. Yeah, that's right, Mrs. V. They did it for $24. Yeah. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Hit the cash app. Hit the cash app. Yeah. Yeah, man. So, yeah, Ronald Jones, he's a hot mess. He's a good guy in some ways, in other ways, he's a complete asshole. Especially when he does that algorithm bullshit. That day one OG bullshit. That algorithm bullshit. He's so much of the algorithm and the day one OG. Doesn't anyone have the nerve to ask this man, where is your fucking channel? Where is his fucking channel? Because he used to have a channel. He used to do videos. He stopped doing that years ago. Ask him why he did that. Next time someone talks to him on a panel, when you hit the panel on somebody's channel, ask Ronald Jones why he don't have his own channel, since he's a day one OG, a algorithm thought, algorithm asshole. Yup, Tesh, they dropped his ass for $25. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. They was gonna use 50, but then somebody say no, drop him for 25. I think Roll Rich paid for Ronald Jones to get kicked off the I said, oh, no, still. They cannot get along. But the only thing that rubs me the wrong way about Ronald Jones, and I don't mean to talk about the man, the only thing that rubs me the wrong way about him is because he says he doesn't like New Yorkers. You don't like New Yorkers, but you like to hit SZA's panel all the time. You don't like New Yorkers. You like to hit Moonlight's panel all the time. You don't like New Yorkers. You don't like people from the North. Why do you hit Lonnie One Love? Lonnie is not from New York. Lonnie is from Philadelphia, but Lonnie is from the northern states. He doesn't like Northerners. Why does he hit her lane? Shout out to the chat. I'm dead ass serious. Yeah, algorithm thought. Yeah. Yeah. That's the way I look at him. That's the way I see him. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Yeah. Ronald Jones he's a waste of time. And I don't know why anybody would entertain him for a long period of time. Russell Red had hit Lonnie's link. He's no better, because I don't like him neither. I don't like Russell Red. I don't like Garrett. I don't like none of the Quamites. Ronald Jones, I've been on him for a couple of years on the YouTubes. I only tolerate his ass. You know, I can't take him for too long. And there's a few other clowns, or should I say, Mukundus on this platform I really don't like. And I make it loud and clear. I make my feelings loud and clear. I do not hide how I feel about certain people on this fucking app. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. You have to. Thank you, Mrs. V. I'm already working on it. Thank you. I'm already working on it. The name of the song is going to be called Algorithm Thought, and it's going to be about Ronald Jones, the so-called Day One OG in his fucking sector. He talking about he day one. Okay, you so much a day one. Who was here before the Quamites got here? And according to Ronald Jones, he used to be with Soda Nation. I'm starting to believe that's not fucking true. And if it is true, why didn't he stay over there with Tommy Sotomayor? When Tommy go live, why don't I see him in the live, in the chat? Shout out to and I'm a paid member over there on the Tommy Sotomayor channel. According to the gospel of Tommy Sotomayor. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, I'm a paid member over there. I don't see Ronald Jones no time when Tommy go live. Matter of fact, Tommy hasn't been going live lately, so I have to check why he's not going live. Yeah, it's Makundu. It's a Swahili phrase, Mrs. V, and it means asshole. It is spelled MKUNDU. Makundu. Wewe ni Makundu. Yeye ni Makundu. Like if I was to say Ronald Jones is an asshole, I would say Ronald Jones. Yeye ni Makundu. Say it with me. Ronald Jones. Yeye ni Makundu. Yeah, that man is a damn clown. Always coming over and fucking up people's their content, what they got going on with his stupid ass questions. His stupid ass. Even 27 Darren don't do the shit that Ronald Jones do. I think both of them say they Geechee. Geechee Gula or whatever it is. My mother's a Geechee. Yeah, not all of them are the swiftest people upstairs. That's my opinion. And I've been living here in South Carolina, and there's a lot of people from South Carolina I do not like, I do not enjoy. That's why I don't do a whole lot of mixing up. I choose who I want to be around with, and that's it. Yeah, that's right, Mrs. V. That's how you spell it. Makundu. And that in Swahili, it really means anus, but I go ahead and put the asshole. You people get the gist of it. So when you want to call someone an asshole, basically say it like this. Wewe ni Makundu. Wewe ni Makundu. Nini kuzimu kila wakati. Wewe ni Makundu. Kuwa makani. Kufatu. Yee. Oh shit, Mrs. V. We just wrote our next song, Mrs. V. Mrs. V. We just wrote our next song. Yeah. The algorithm thought. Yeah, and I'm gonna include the Swahili terms for that. I'm gonna incorporate it. Yeah. Write that down, Mrs. V. Yeah. We just wrote our next song. I just wrote, and I'm gonna put his name all in the fucking song. Yeah, if I can incorporate it. I was able to do it before. I should be able to do it now. He's not a celebrity. He's not a known figure. So I should be able to incorporate his name in the fucking song. Ronald Jones, the algorithm thought. Hot. He's always kissing the ass of Kwame Brown. An undercover, low-key ass kisser for Kwame Brown and the Kwamites over there. And he wants to talk about other people. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Yeah, so we just wrote our next song. It's called Algorithm Thought. I probably can only put the well, you'll get the gist of it. Algorithm. Or I could put like Algorithm Makundu. Yeah, Algorithm Payaso. Payaso Algorithm. You know. I'll come up with a cute way of saying it. A nice, nasty way. Because I'm nice and I'm nasty. Yeah, shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Yeah. Oh, man, this is going to be a long day. But it is what it is. After I'm finished with this video, I'll probably go and, run some errands and stuff. I only have one errand that I have to do today. And then the other errands I have to do is mostly dealing with the computer. You know what I mean? Where shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets, if that makes sense. Oh, you gonna you gonna do a part 2? Oh Lord! Now this I gotta see. Ooh. Yeah, man. Cause he deserves it. He deserves to get trolled. That's all he do is come at people, and he's the antagonist. He's never the protagonist or whatever the good guy. He's always the antagonist. He always tries to cause problems and confusion. And Lonnie has a lot of patience with him. She really do. She got the patience of a saint. She got the patience of a saint. Shout out to Lonnie, the Empress over there. So yeah, I've been noticing on these YouTubes, there's been a lot of people getting upset and getting mad and stuff at the beautiful one. And I completely understand. Completely understand. Because I don't like her neither. I don't have a deep-seated hate for her. I just know what I know about her. And I know what the hell she did when she first came to these YouTube streets. I'm dead ass serious. This lady, I don't know where she came from. I don't know why she came to the YouTubes causing beef and disturbance. I don't know why she did that, who she's trying to impress, But like that story just played, all money ain't good money. And I feel like this, if she doesn't have good intentions, it's not going to be good. Like for some YouTube creators, yes, she was trying to be good to them. She was trying to help them out. But for the other bullshit, because this lady has actually paid people to go after people on this platform. And that's the honest to goodness truth. People got a fishbowl memory. I don't have a fishbowl memory. My memory works very well. I don't have dementia yet. I don't have dementia yet. There's a few algorithm thoughts on that. I don't know who they can be. I only know Ronald Jones. Oh, and if you do know of anyone else, they shall remain nameless in this video. But Ronald Jones, he's widely known. He's widely known as an algorithm thought. You know what I mean? Word. It's after 9 o'clock now. I was looking for something in this thing. See, I don't know what kind of songs these are. Hold on, let me look. One is 1 minute and 7 seconds. The other one is like 2 minutes and 44. Hold on.
Who is the black woman? Who is the black woman? She's wisdom. Rocking babies while she studies in the kitchen like she's the moon. Pulling on the water in your chest at night. She is emotion. Storm in her eyes, soft hands on your face. She the first teacher. Alphabet and attitude tied in the lace. She's a secret. Hidden in plain sight at the checkout line. Name on your phone, but you never read the fine design. She's the blueprint. Heartbeat baseline, reference the sky. She's the reason. Whole world's lied and refuse to testify. But in America, she's voodoo doll. With the dead, with the lights you call. Told by the streams of the TV show.
Yeah, what's up, Fats TV? Shout out to you. Good morning to you, Fats TV. Yeah. Fats, Wednesday is my birthday. You can hit the cash. You want it. Yeah. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Yeah, man, that Ronald Jones, yo, that man is something serious. I don't know how anyone has the patience, but Lonnie is very patient. That's one thing I can say about Lonnie. Lonnie is very. Look at when Bishop had hit Lonnie's panel last night, and you see how she dealt with him. See, Lonnie's been doing this a long time. There's some YouTube creators, there's some women YouTube creators that are not going to do it. They won't even drop their link. They won't even. Now, back in the day, they used to, but as time went on, they don't even drop the link. They don't even do it. And that's one of the reasons why they don't do it. Ronald Jones is one of the reasons why they don't drop their links. Yeah, shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. Yeah. That particular song was called Voodoo Doll. And that's how America treats the black woman. Or any woman that is not of European descent. Even them, they even treat them. I can't say that they don't treat dear white women like that too, but they do it in a different way with them. You know what I mean? Because when I started reading those history books and how they used to do those women back in those days, and what they did to Queen Anne Boleyn, and Queen Anne Boleyn is the mother of Queen Elizabeth I. And the way they did that woman was so dirty. It was so dirty. It was so shiesty. You know what I mean? Word. Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Yeah, the way they did Queen Elizabeth's mother, that was a crying shame. And she was put to death. I'm gonna tell you why they did it. Why King Henry the Eighth did that bullshit. He did that because the woman didn't produce for him a living son. She didn't have a boy child. That's why she got put to death. Not because of high treason, not because she was sleeping around on King Henry the Eighth. You know what I mean? Word. That motherfucker got mad because she didn't produce for him a living, breathing son. So she had to go. She had to die. He wasn't going to divorce her like the way he did his first wife, Catherine, the mother of Queen Mary the First. Queen Mary the First, she is AKA Bloody Mary. She's known as Bloody Mary. But you know what I enjoy about history, you guys? I enjoy reading how Queen Elizabeth had her navy people be pirates, and how they was robbing the Vatican ships. They were robbing the Spanish ships that were taking all that gold and treasure back to the Vatican. I enjoy when she did that. I enjoy when she would not back down to the Spanish or to any other country. I enjoyed knowing the fact that she would not marry anyone or put anybody in her bed sheets that would only try to destroy her. I enjoy the fact that she had revenged her mother. She had avenged her mother's death. Shout out. I just enjoy reading those history books, you guys. I enjoy reading those history books. You can to go to the library is the best thing you can do. To go to the library, not exactly getting on the computer, but opening a book on any subject and reading, taking an hour to read something, or taking 15 minutes to enjoy a short story, a poem, a piece of art. You know, shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets, because culture is very important. Culture is very important. But reading those history books is even more important. Doing research about certain things. I have been researching and researching different things, not for a month. I started my research years ago on certain subjects, years ago. And I'm glad I did. And I continue to research. So yeah, I'm pretty good on that. I'm pretty good on that. But yes, I will be doing that today. Algorithm thought, however you say it. You know, a couple of years ago, you know, people use, I don't know if people still doing it, but there used to be a lot of people used to come online and used to be whipping their kids' ass. Yeah, man. I remember this one video, this dude, yo, it was so, I was like, what? And they even have there's a couple of internet sites on the internet, websites, where they deal with the subject of domestic discipline. I've never heard of it until recently, a couple of years ago. Matter of fact, before I even came to these YouTube streets and started doing content, that's how long ago it was. Yeah. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. So there's been a lot of people been doing very good with their videos. Fats TV, he went live not too long ago. Iceberg went live not too long ago. Lonnie went live not too long ago. Anthony went live not too long ago. Mrs. V always go live. Y'all need to go up and sub up to Miss V. Shout out to her. She be going live. She got StreamYard. She don't drop the link, but she got StreamYard. She goes live. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Yeah. Shout out to Just Jay. Just Jay goes live sometimes. Just Jay goes live, aka Purple Heart Podcast. She go live. She be dropping the link. She got Restream. Shout out to Just Jay. Lonnie goes live. Shout out to her. She be going live. She got StreamYard. She be dropping the link. Shout out to Farmer Nancy. Farmer Nancy goes live. She got StreamYard. She be dropping a link. Shout out to Farmer Nancy. Shout out to Moonlight. Moonlight be going live. She got StreamYard. She be dropping a link. Shout out to Moonlight. Yeah. Shout out to Johnny Blaze. He goes live. He got StreamYards. He be dropping a link. Shout out to him. Shout out to Sis. He be going live. He got StreamYards. He be dropping links. Shout out to him. Shout out to Letitia Third Eye. She be going live. She be dropping a link. Shout out to her. Yo, shout out to all the YouTube creators in the sector that be going live when you want to go live. You ain't got to wait for nobody to get off no fucking job. You ain't got to text nobody. You ain't got to email nobody. You ain't got to call nobody and say, look, I need to go live. I can't go live by myself. I need you to help me. Yep. Yep, Mrs. V. They got a thing called domestic discipline, and I only recently heard about it. I'm gonna go back in my memory how long it's been. I first heard about it when I want to say while I was living in New York. Yep. I think I was 41 years old when I discovered the video. It was on Facebook. It was a man and his wife, and he whooped her with a belt. He whooped her with a belt. Something that she did or whatever the case may. I don't know what the case was, but he whooped her with a belt. Now I don't know if you aware of this, is Mrs. V, but a few years ago there was a such thing where men was doing that to their wives. So yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Even when I was going to school in New York as a child, there was one particular young boy I remember. I know he's a grown man now. I remember him saying that his father used to beat his mother with a belt. So yeah, they're rebranding it as domestic discipline, but it's really domestic violence. Shout out to the chat, but it's called domestic discipline. Either way it goes, the women seem to be accepting it. I don't know why a woman accepts a man hitting on her or mistreating her or doing anything to her. I don't know why these women are doing that. Yeah, it's kind of scary. Yeah, I used to have an Aunt Mary, and she used to call my sisters all the time on the phone, and she used to leave a voicemail. And she used to say, these were her exact words. Hi, this is Aunt Mary. Things out here is looking kind of scary. Call me. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. And she was something else. I really liked Aunt Mary, but she lived to be an old age, but I don't know when she passed. Only thing I do know is that she had a very deep, raspy voice. She had a very deep, raspy voice. And she wasn't a cigarette smoker or nothing like that. She just had one of those voices. And then she would call, and I remember they used to play the voicemail. And they'd be like, yo, this is Aunt Mary. Things out here looking kind of scary. Call me. Yeah, shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Yeah. So, yeah, they got this thing called domestic discipline. And it's basically corporal punishment for these men's wives. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Where these women are actually being beaten with belts, paddles, extension cords, shoes. Yeah, they being beat. They being beaten. Shout out to the chat. Which we really shouldn't be all that surprised, because women have been being mistreated since the beginning of time. Since the beginning of time. Shout out to the chat. If that makes sense. There's a lot of men in the world that has an ego. I call it the Marcus Wesson ego. And these men are very dangerous. You know what I mean? But what makes them even more dangerous is the women that help them in doing the dirt that they do. See, we got a lot of dirtbag women in this world. And we talk about the men, we beat up all the men all the time, but we got a lot of dirtbag sisters in this world. White, black, Latino, Chinese, whatever. I don't care what ethnic background they come from. We got a lot of crooked women in this world. A lot of corrupt spirits that are women. And women, it seems like to me, women are the worst offenders. Women are the worst offenders. Have you ever been to prison or in a situation where you know that the woman is a rapist? Yes, we got women that actually are sitting in someone's prison to this day, right now, as I speak. And these women, when they make love to their girlfriends, they're not making love. They are actually raping them. And people need to know the difference. So there is a thing in the correctional institutions that is happening between other women, and women are raping women. And I'm telling you, they are very vicious with how they do this shit. They very vicious. Just like we got men that are sex offenders, we got women that are sex offenders. Nobody mentions the women. Nobody mentions anything about them. The women seem to get a pass, but I'm here to tell you, there's a lot of women that sexually molested children. There's a lot of women who physically abused people. There's a lot of women who have raped other people. Hell, we even got serial killers that are women. Shout out to the chat. I I completely understand. Yeah, but I just want I just want people to be aware. And I think people do know, but people don't talk about it. People don't talk about these women. And the best example I can give anyone is how vicious women can be is to pick up a history book. Pick up a history book real quick and read about what they did during the Holocaust. Read about what they did during slavery. Read about what they did during Jim Crow. And you will see the evil that live within the women, the evil that lurks inside that no one seems to talk about. You know, there's a lot of women that are members of the Ku Klux Klan. There's a lot of women that are members of the neo-Nazis. There's a lot of women that are members of the skinheads. Just like how we have a military and we have men that's in the military, we have women there too. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. A few years ago, they executed a woman named Arlene. Arlene, she was from Michigan. She moved all the way to Florida. This woman was, she was a street walker. She was a street worker. And she killed 7 men. She was convicted of 7 murders of different men. And basically, they did interviews about her. They did a movie. The movie is called Monster. The movie is called Monster. Even though I know they didn't give this woman a fair trial, but it's just the fact that she was accused and convicted on serial murders. Serial murders. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. So evil do live in certain ways. I'm not calling the woman evil now. I'm saying that she was twisted, though. She had a twisted concept in her mind, but there was different things as to what brought her about. You know what I mean? She didn't have to go down that route, but she did. But she did. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Yeah, man. So, yeah, we do have that thing going on where there are women that are sexual offenders and nobody mentions them. Nobody talks about them. There's cases going on right now. Cases going on right now where some women have been convicted of murdering their own children. Yes, yes, yes. I was incarcerated. I did time with a lot of women that were in there for killing their children. Some of them had remorse. Some of them didn't know how to show their remorse. And some of them are no longer on the compound anywhere. They're on someone's sheep program. Sheep program. 4-point restraints. 4-point restraints in a camera room. When you take a shower, when they take a shower, they don't turn the water on in the shower. They use a water hose. That's what they do. When they extract them from their cells, they have to have a team of people in helmets, wearing the shields, holding the shields, having the camera going on while they are extracting these women from their cells. I'm going to tell you this. You ever go to prison and let's say they got you on the SHIELD program and they come to you Monday, Wednesday, and Friday so you can take a shower because you don't shower on the weekends. You don't even go outside on the weekends. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. And let's say that you're an inmate and you're on the SHE program, you're in the lockup unit, and you don't take a shower for 3 days, you better bet that Friday morning there's a team coming. There's a team coming. They're going to extract you from that cell. They're going to throw you in the shower. They're going to put the water hose on you. They're going to throw you into a camera room with no clothes on, and you're going to be in there for 3 days. And if you act out, what they're going to do, they're going to put you on 4-point restraints. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. And when they do these things, they have to have the cameras rolling. I wish I would have had a camera and I would have took these pictures and I would have blasted them all over these YouTube streets. By golly. So yeah, people need to realize and understand that there are some women out here in this so-called free world that are sex offenders. I looked at the sex offender registry list not too long ago, and we got 2 women on the list. There's 2 women on the sex offender registry list right here in this area. When I was living in New York, same exact thing. I was living in Yonkers at the time, so when I looked at the sex registry list, there was 5 women on there. There was one woman in particular that was on there. She had a sex offender charge only because she was urinating in a public place. See, that's another way you can get a sex charge. So I'm telling you, you men and you women, you go out in public. I shouldn't have to tell you this, but some people you have to tell them. You don't never know who's listening. If you're in a public place and you have to go to the bathroom real bad, I suggest, now this is my suggestion, run behind a building or run behind something where no one can see you. Because if people see you and they call the police, they get in touch with law enforcement, you're going to jail and you're being charged with a sex offender charge. When you get out, that's going to be on your jacket. That's going to be on your jacket. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. So do not go out in public if you have to go to the bathroom real bad. Wherever you are, please use the bathroom facilities. This is Yard Control, Yard Movement, all inmates. You have 15 minutes to get to your next destination. Please use all bathroom facilities before you leave your house, before you leave your car, before you leave your job, before you leave anywhere. Do not leave anywhere. Do not go anywhere where your bladder is filled with water. Because you stand at a danger of being charged and being put on a registry list. Shout out to the chat. Good morning, Al Bishop. I hope you're not live because I don't need nobody streaming my videos. My link is already in the chat. Hold on. Invite guests. Let me drop it again. Copied. Hold on. All right, Bishop. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. I just put it there again. Before I do my videos, I always drop my link, especially if I'm on StreamYards. But yeah, the link is dropped. And it's on the stage. So if you want to hit the link, Bishop, the link is dropped. Yeah. So good morning, everyone. Good morning. But yeah, I'm letting y'all know right now that there's plenty of women in the world that are 10 times worse than these men. A lot of people like to talk about different people. That's why you think Biz 101 got such a large following over there where he's at. Why you think most of the women over there follow Biz 101? It's not because of his good looks. It's not because of the Bitcoin. It's because a lot of them got that shit on their fucking jacket, or they sympathize with people that are like that, that are sick like that. Those are some sick ass bitches. Those are some sick ass bitches. Yeah, I've already dropped my link. My link was already in the chat. I don't know why he came over here with that crap. To be honest. So it is what it is. 914 Westchester County, New York. We are definitely in the house. And it's a slow Monday. So I'm back at the house. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Yeah. But yeah, just like we got a lot of male serial killers, there's a lot of women that are serial killers too. We got a lot of domestic violent offenders that are men. We got a lot of women that are domestic offenders as well. Just like how men get raped in the penitentiary, the women get raped in the penitentiary as well by other women. Trust me, it happens. Trust me, it really does happen. A lot of people are not aware of it, but they need to be aware. You need to be aware, especially if you send your children to the Job Corps centers now. If you send your children to the Job Corps centers nowadays, I don't, like when I went during what, 1992, 92. August of 1992. That's the first time I ever went to Job Corps. I was there for like 6 months. I stayed there for 6 months. Okay, shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. And a lot of parents need to be aware that there's a lot of stuff that goes on those Job Corps centers. Even though the young people are over there to get their GED, their driver's license, and to get a skill, to learn a skill, because they're not going to get a skill. It takes years and years to develop a skill. But in order to get the basics for certain skills, there's training for that. Shout out to the chat. But your real training is the on-the-job stuff. But there's a lot of stuff that goes on in those Job Corps centers. A lot of people are not aware of that. A lot of people don't know that. I don't hear nobody on this app talking about it. I'm going to start talking about what goes on in these Job Corps centers. As far as I'm concerned, as far as I know, I didn't attend all of them, but all of them really ran the same exact way, especially the one I did attend, especially the one I did go to. Shout out to the chat. And what's up, Courtney Peach? Good morning to you. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for coming in, Courtney. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Just listen in. Yeah, so there was a few years ago. Now this is before I went to the penitentiary. I had attended a Job Corps center, and the Job Corps that I went to was located in Batesville, Mississippi. The Job Corps I went to was located in Batesville, Mississippi. I was there for 6 months. While I was there, in my first month that I was there, I had earned my GED. While I was there, I was taking up a skill, and I was studying to get my driver's license. So I was in a driver's ed class, and I was in a skill class. The skill I took up was in culinary arts. They were training me to be a short order cook. Basically, I was getting the experiences, the basic experience on dealing with restaurant operations, food safety, all that. We was being taught how to cook, how to bake, how to read a recipe, how to follow the recipe, how to carry on a catering event, because we did all the graduations. Every time somebody was getting ready to graduate, we did all the food prep, we did all the cooking, we served. And then after everything was done and said, we washed all the dishes, the pots, the pans, we put everything up. We cleaned the kitchen area, we cleaned the dining room area. So that was our responsibility. Also, when you go into Job Corps, they want you to work in the kitchen. So I worked in the kitchen. And you're only supposed to do a certain amount of months of working in the kitchen. But for some reason, they wanted me to work in the kitchen for the whole 6 months that I was there. Now, the first month and the second month I was there, I didn't care about doing the kitchen. I really didn't. I didn't give a fuck about that kitchen. But after a while, I just stopped doing it. And the dude that was running the kitchen, he had caught a little attitude, but I really didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Because basically, I didn't want to do it all the time. Why me all the time? Why don't you pick somebody else? Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Did you just say yeah? Yeah, I said it earlier. Yeah. Yeah, so I went to Job Corps. I was there. I got my GED while I was there. I did the job training for the culinary arts. When I got out of Job Corps, I started working for Pizza Hut. Now, that particular job that I had gotten had matched my skill. So the Job Corps Center, what they did, they ended up sending me a $300 check for that. They sent me a $300 check for matching my skill. You know what I mean? The one I had got when I was in Job Corps. So I did the Job Corps thing. I went, started working on a job somewhere, working for Pizza Hut, X, Y, and Z. Later on down the road, that's when I ended up committing my crime. And then I did time in the penitentiary. My judge was Judge Schuler. He sentenced me to 8 years. I did 6 years, 7 months. My inmate number, uh, South Carolina Department of Correction inmate number was 221644. That number now, because my birthday will be on Wednesday, I will be 53 years old. I went into the penitentiary at 22. They arrested me at 21. I turned 22 in the county jail. When I went to the fucking penitentiary, I was 22 years old. So my crime is over 30 years old. My crime is over 30 years old. Shout out to the chat. So yeah. And while I was there in the penitentiary, there were women that raped other women. And I'm telling you how they would do it. They would do it in such a way that you wouldn't think you was a victim. You didn't feel that you was a victim at first. You know what I mean? Because the way they did it. I'm going to tell you a secret. If a woman ever ties you up to the bed, watch out. Watch out. Why? Because now you're helpless. Now you're tied to something. And she could do whatever she wants to do. A lot of women was actually fucking other women with these dildos that they were making out of the denture materials. Because at that particular prison, what they were doing, they were manufacturing dentures. They were manufacturing dentures for different, medical organizations. Yeah, the medical field, they got their hand deep in the fucking penitentiary. And these inmates be working for $1.40 an hour. Just imagine working for $1.40 an hour. And you're doing that day in, day out. And these women started manufacturing their own dildos. They was conversing with the women that worked in the sewing plant to make the harnesses for them. So the harnesses were being made, the dildos were being made, and trust me, a lot of women got fucking raped. Right up their ass. 2 scoops right up their ass. Not in their pussy hole, up their ass. Shout out to the chat, but it's reality. And the funny thing about it, Courtney, they didn't even know they were being raped. They thought that that's the way it was supposed to go. They didn't even know. A lot of them right now run around today thinking that's the way they're supposed to make love to another woman. No. That's poison. See, when I first started out, I didn't have to do all that craziness. If I wanted the woman, I'd tell them, look, my name is Arabia. I like you. I want to get with you. You know what I mean? I didn't have to send no fucking kite because I was not shy. Was not shy at all. I let them know. And once I let them know, then it would be up to them whether they wanted to walk with me or not. And a lot of women wanted to walk with me. I learned a lot from those women. I did a lot of sucking of pussies. I did a lot of bumping of pussies. I'm not ashamed of it. When I got out of prison, I turned out a few females. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm proud of it. I'm a dyke, and I'm proud of it. Yeah, but the thing is, Courtney, I was never tied up. I never had to worry about that. Now there was this one girlfriend I had, Courtney. Her name was Marisol. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And Marisol kept trying to convince me to let her tie me up. And there was this lady, we called her Sweet Pea. I don't know if Sweet Pea is still living, but Sweet Pea told me, she said, Arabia, I'm telling you right now, do not let that woman tie you up. You gonna get hurt. And I would not let that woman tie me up. I would not let her do it. If she wanted to suck my pussy, that was fine. If I wanted to suck her pussy, that was fine. If we wanted to bump pussies, that was fine. Anything like that. Even now, even to this day, when I date women, when I see women, if I'm dating anyone, it's always the natural way. Now, people make fun of me and say, well, Arabia has strap on and Arabia has dildos. It's none of their business whether I have harnesses and dildos. It's nobody's business. As long as I don't show these things on camera, ain't nobody ever gonna know. They can guess all they want to guess. Shout out to the chat. Oh, Solstice. Good morning, Solstice. Good morning. Shout out to you. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, Courtney. Courtney, I be telling people I am not ashamed, but I be hearing. Look, I don't mean no harm. There's a lot of men on this platform. They be making fun of me, right? And they be like, "Yeah, maybe I got a strap on." Yeah, they don't know if I have a harness. They don't know if I have dildos or not. They don't know any because they have never seen me with any of these items. They have never seen me with a harness. They have never seen me with a dildo. They have never seen me with a wet dam. A wet dam is really a dental dam. They have never seen me handle female condoms. They've never seen these things. They just imagine. Their imagination runs wild when you think about Arabia Barbosa, the BT 1000. Their imaginations run wild. Yes, some of these men on this platform, their imagination really runs wild. They think all lesbians, now this is what they think, and this is what I've been picking up on. They think all lesbians use strap-ons. They actually think that. They even got other women on this platform. When they think of me, they think of a strap-on. Ask them. Ask them. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Ask them. For real, for real. What they think when they think of Arabia Mendoza. Ask them what they think. They'll tell you. If they be honest. A lot of them think, yeah. Arabia is a dyke. Yeah. Arabia is a bulldagger. Yeah. Arabia is a lesbian. Yeah. Arabia has strap-ons. You've never seen a dildo in my hand. Ain't no woman on this platform, no man on this platform can ever say they have me on camera showing them a dildo or harness or anything. They can't even produce it. And that's the smart thing to do. That's the smart thing to do. But shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Yeah, yeah. Make sure y'all hit the like button. And if you want to, you can donate $2, maybe $3 to the Cash App. I don't care. Donate something to the Cash App so I can at least get me a pack of cigars. Woo! And they're only what, $2 and some cent. Donate to the Cash App. Yeah, shout out to the chat, shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. Yeah, Wednesday is my birthday. Wednesday is my birthday. I think I'm gonna work Wednesday. I believe I'm going to work on Wednesday. Now, today was a slow day for me, so there was no real tickets going out. So tomorrow morning would be another good day, and Wednesday would be another good day, and then Thursday would be another good day, and then Friday would be another good day. So shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. And before you know it, March will be over with and we will be entering into the month of April. We will be entering into the month of April. So right now we're in Pisces season. We're in Pisces season. My father was an Aquarius. Yeah, my father was an Aquarius. My mother is a Leo. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. It is what it is. When am I gonna get monetized? Hold on. When are you going to get monetized? Courtney Peach, I've been on these YouTubes and I don't see me getting monetized because I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest. I don't get enough people to come in here to watch these videos. So there's not gonna be no money to be made. And anyway, YouTube like to hold people as slaves and hostages, and they don't really make that much money. They don't, unless you are Tommy Sotomayor, a Hassan Campbell, or you're a YouTube creator that got over 1 million subscribers and you get over 5,000 views a month. That's the only way you're going to really get paid on these YouTube streets. If that answers your question. Yeah, man, cause they be putting too many stipulations on these YouTube. I see out of all that bullshit that Sis be doing on this platform, I see the shit that Sis go through. I see it, and I know that he be laughing and he be talking, he be look like he having a good time. But I know in the back of his mind, he be like, X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? I don't know exactly how you feel, but I do feel that people do get tired, after what, 2, 3 hours of talking or whatever the case may be. Even if they got people on the link with them. You know what I mean? Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Yeah. And I see everything Anthony be going through. I see what Fats be going through. I see what Iceberg and them be going through. And it's really a whole lot when you are a monetized channel. It's really a whole lot with that. There's some things that you guys probably don't even know or don't really understand. I don't know what you know, but it's not for me. No. Because I see everything, even Sister T. I watch Sister T sometimes. I see what she be going through. And Sister T be going through hell trying to do her content. And she don't even be talking about nobody on this side of the spectrum. She does other types of content. And YouTube be mistreating her. They be fucking with her. You know what I mean? I've seen other YouTube creators, they monetize. I see all the bullshit they go through. Look at Damn D. Look at how terrible he's become. Wow. Look at just different ones on this platform. You're not in drama like that. If you choose to monetize, I will definitely get a membership. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I used to be into the drama, Courtney Peach. Whew, Lord. I used to clout chase like a motherfucker. I be like, yeah, that person over there. And clout chasing can sometimes go the wrong way. I said, oh Lord, I don't feel like doing that shit no more. Getting into a beef or argument with somebody, oh man, it takes a lot of energy because number one, if they do a video about you, right, and you see it, you hear it, and you be like, damn, I can't wait to do my fucking response. I can't wait to do a fucking response. And then you end up doing the response, and then you end up doing a reaction video on the same person, and it's just back and forth. And it takes a lot of energy and a lot of time. A lot of people don't realize that, you know? Word. Oh, wait a minute. This channel is civil. I remember your old channels. Yup. You remember those old channels. You remember. Oh, Lord. You know what? Sometimes I don't mean no harm, Courtney Peach, and anybody else is listening. Sometimes I go back to those old channels and I listen to the videos. I'd be like, damn. And then there was one video I heard myself cursing so terribly. I was like, who am I talking about? I scared myself. I remember one time, Courtney, this happened a couple of years ago. Sis had went live, and he had the death coach on the panel. Well, I was in the chat, right? And I saw the death coach, and she was up there talking about brown-skinned lady. I said, this is my time. This is my chance to get this bitch. Yo, I had hit that link so fast, and the next thing you know, and then it happened again and again. And then Sister T had got involved. Sister T had did a video, and she was like, oh, Arabia, you was wrong for saying X, Y, and Z to the death coach. You didn't have to threaten her like that, and X, Y, and Z. That's how I met Sister T. Like really meet Sister T on this platform. I used to just hear about Sister T. That's how I met Sister T. And right after that, me and Sister T, you know, we had our falling out, we had our falling ins, but we all right now. You know, we chill, we civil. I like Sister T. You know why? Because Sister T is the type of person that will. I'm gonna put it like this. She's the type of person that will tell you, oh, Arabia, a car is coming up. Don't go down this street. When there's other people that will actually walk with you and be laughing and joking, and they'll see the car and they'll never say nothing. Sister T is one of those people. She will actually speak up. Now, everybody don't agree with her way of doing things, but you gotta respect it. You gotta respect it a little bit. There's certain things that she be saying that make some sense. I don't agree with everything, but you know, it is what it is. Oh shit! What did Courtney say? It goes without saying. I go where I want, when I want, but I've watched your channels for years. So I have seen your growth, whether you see me or not. Wow. See, Courtney, you are, oh, I don't know which number this makes you, but you are not the only person that said that. They've been following my channel for years, even when I had the other channels. Everybody remembers those other channels. Everybody remembers the one that had the 600 subscribers with where I used my father's picture as my avatar. And they know about those other channels I used to have. So yeah, this channel is different from the others. I'm gonna put it like that. It was something that had happened a few months ago, which gave me the suggestion to kind of like slow it down a little bit. If that makes sense. If that makes sense. Yeah, I got all the old channels still up, and no, I don't use them. I don't even know how to access them because you know what happened, Courtney Peach? I forgot the password to some of them and the email that belongs to some of them. So they're dormant right now. They're not even being used. They're just sitting there. Yeah, they're still there. Those old channels are still sitting, and those videos are still up. Now, I wish I would have followed Sister T advice when she told me about that big channel that I had. She was like, if I was you, I would take down some of those videos. And I never did. I never took down any of those videos. I left them up. I should have deleted that channel, but I didn't. But it really shows what it was back then. You know what I mean? Word. Who was hitting my links? What we was doing? What we was talking about? Yeah, all that is there. All of that. Some of that stuff I wish I could just wipe away, but there's nothing I can do. It's there. And even if I was to do, there would still be footprints of it. You know what I mean? So why hide it? Just leave it up. Let the whole world see. Oh, I have five. Wait a minute. You say, hold on, Courtney. Hold on. I have 7 channels. You have 7 channels? I didn't know you had 7 channels, Courtney. Now that's news to me, Courtney. Was you always Courtney Peach? Well, I've always known you to be Courtney Peach. You don't have to answer that question. Just leave it like the way it is. Courtney Peach. Courtney Peach. And I met you through Sis. See, I had asked Sis a while ago. I said, Sis, how long you been knowing me? Sis said at that particular time, I think he said 4 years. Then there was one time Lonnie was live, right? And she was doing a video. And she wanted to go back over some kind of old video. And even in that video, it showed me in the chat. And she was like, oh shit, Arabia, you've been here 5 years. 5 years? I said, oh shit. Find the email. Hold on, what'd she say? I have 12 accounts on this after I playing from the beginning. You met me. Oh, I met you in Lonnie's chat. Okay. What's up, Lovelace? Happy Monday to you. Thank you for coming over. Yeah. Find the email address, reset the password. That way you can fix it. Oh. Well, I wish I could do that, Courtney, but I can't remember those emails. I can't remember none of them. To save my fucking life. It's not the password so much, it's the emails I don't remember. I can remember everything else, but I can't remember those emails. To be honest. You know? But K Sarah, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Or am I saying it wrong? K Sarah means whatever will be, will be. K Sarah, whatever will be, will be. Whatever will be, will be. Shout out to the chat, shout out to the YouTube streets. Oh, thank you, Lovelace. We appreciate that. Lovelace said, I just wanted to stop by and say I'm praying you all a wonderful day. Oh, that's sweet. Thank you. We appreciate that, Lovelace. Oh, thank you, Lovelace. Let me do some research and I will get back to you on that. Oh, okay, Courtney. Oh, shit, Courtney. We about to resurrect the BT1. Courtney. We about to resurrect the BT1000 for sure. Oh, Lord. All those channels. Oh, Lord. Such a distant memory. Anyway, y'all. Let's see how long we've been here. Oh, shit. We've been here over 2 hours. We've been over here 2 hours. It's after 10:24 in the morning. It's after 10:24 in the morning. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. This is your homegirl. Arabia. Bosa. The BT1000 which is the kind of New York, coming to you with another live video. Yo, shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Shout out to my moderators, my subscribers, my new subscribers, my old subscribers, my support team, and my YouTube creators. Shout out to them. I hope everyone has an awesome day. Today is Monday. I want to thank everyone for coming in. I want to thank everyone for supporting this channel. I want to thank everyone for typing in. The link was dropped, but I guess Bishop didn't want to stay too long. It is what it is. 914, which is the county of New York. We are in the motherfucking house. And we're getting ready to do our errands in the next, 30 minutes? Because I like to do my errands before lunchtime. Shout out to the chat. We out of here. I want to thank everyone for coming over. It's Monday morning. It's Monday. I want to thank everyone. I hope everyone enjoys their day. enjoys their day, or should I say it in Swahili, jifurahishe. Jifurahishe means enjoy. Enjoy yourself. Jifurahishe. Now, if I was to say it in Spanish, I would say disfruta tu dia. Disfruta tu dia. Disfruta tu dia means enjoy your day. Enjoy your day. So shout out to you. Shout out to the YouTube streets. Shout out to my moderators for coming in. I thank you for supporting the channel. I thank you for coming over here moderating. And I'm out of here. Peace, everyone. Hit the like button. Hit the Cash App if you can. Hit the Cash App if you can. Shout out to you. We out. Peace. One.